Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy XVI. Last time we left off we had a few more side quests left, and there is a new one that has popped up with Gav here. We have also gotten all of the rewards from the Patron's Whisper, so that's a thing. Hey Gav.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Offer to help Gav complete the gift. Do I need like a part of some kind of crazy monster? What, you want cockatrice feathers?
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
Alright then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo.
Well, not quite
There's
cockatrice.
not lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need? A feather?
That or the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Hey, there we go. I'm excited to get my Gav quest. I was wondering if Gav and Edo were going to have like a romance or possibly just a friendship born out of, you know, getting through that particular moment together. So it could be purely platonic, and that's totally fine. But I expected there to be something there, a friendship or relationship, something. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, and then we still have the quest for Lubor. Alright. Obtain oil from Old Hill, so one is right here. Yeah. Let's get some oil, and then I gotta kill some kind of creature. This seems like it'll be a pretty fast one. Seems to be. Until we go to obtain this oil, and it's like, oh, but I need something for the oil, and I go to the next character, and they're like, well, I need something too. You know, it's always a...
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
It's kind of a miracle. There's more? Yeah. Oh, I just walked out of there. Where is it? Goblin Mugger. I'm like walking out of the zone here. There it is. Okay. Hello. Thank you. So yeah, this is the to make
This should be enough.
the Leviathan fly. Cool, cool. Alright, defeat the desert toll in Karava, which is over here by Dravost. Yeah. It's been a while since we've been over here to Dravost. Alright. Where are we going? This way? This way. Come, Ambrosia. I mean, I was gonna say, like, I guess you're not really silver. You're more like a pure white chocobo. Could a ambrosia feather not suffice? Like, it needs to be silver, I suppose. It would be way easier to get a feather from a white chocobo.
No holding back.
Just saying.
Here we are again. Karava.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Tortoise Toggle. Where would you
I would hide right there. Wow, this Storm Panther really wants to fight me. Sorry, I'm in a cutscene. Alright.
Looks like we found him.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing the one thingy? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Just enough. Go ahead and see if we can just stun you real quick. This is an enemy that's way easier to deal with if you just constantly have it staggered and get all your damage done then. Ding. And see if we can get a Giga Flare. Okay. There we go. That was, oh my god, that poor Adamantoise. Oh jeez. It didn't know what hit it. There we go. There's an Adamantoise shell. It is believed an Adamantoise will grow a thin new layer to its protective shell once every 2 moons. Considering that many of the creatures live for hundreds of years, it should come as no surprise that the shells of older specimens can be several hands thick and weigh over 50 stone.
Better get these materials to Mint so she can finish her prototype.
Alright. So that is done. Now we need to go... Let's go finish up, 2 now. So that requires going to the Bad Bok Conservatory, which is right over here. Another area that I mentioned is probably somewhere I'm gonna have to come back to at a later point. Whew. Where'd you go? There you are, Ambrosia.
Good girl.
Alrighty. Lego. And away we go. Hello, Orcish Mesmerizers. Phew. We're knocking these out. These at least seem like some pretty quick quests as opposed to some of the other ones. Of course, there might be way more going on with the mid quest once I actually get over there and everything. So that's something we're gonna have to watch out for. But hopefully it's just a simple turn in the items quest. And maybe we get like a long cutscene with some cool stuff, but hopefully there's no more tasks for us to go do.
From here.
Oh yeah, this is just like a little town.
Hopefully the registry is still here.
And this might be a simple, just pick an item up and leave too. Of course we might have a fight on our hands. Hello, is this it? Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning.
Jeez.
This is nothing short of torture.
Yeah. Those are some pretty steep tasks there. Potion, 20 sharp fangs. Okay, so it's probably just this. Writ of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Ew.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me, my daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children, so many have died at my hand, I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. The last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication, and beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I've wronged. This is always the problem with people like this, is yeah, they don't care, or they don't even think about all of the horrible, horrible things that they're doing until it starts to affect them. You didn't really give a shit until you found out it was your daughter, and that kind of woke you up. It's always funny with people that kind of, you know, preach.
This looks like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
It's always funny with people that preach hate and things like that. Is like, yeah, they'll do it and do it and do it, and then as soon as like someone that they know is, you know, the thing that they're preaching hate about, then all of a sudden, oh, now it's affected me, so now I'll care, kind of thing. And it's like, couldn't you just care in the first place? I mean, I'm happy that you turned around, but I wish it hadn't taken, you know, the problem being a little bit closer to home for you to realize that you're kind of being an asshat about this. Hello. Potions? It's just grave robbing again, Clive.
White tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Can't believe you had the kids rip you limb from limb. Jeez.
This must be the registry.
Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12, lithification. Paulina, emaciation. Bruno, disciplined for attempted flight. Disciplined for attempted flight. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning, lithification, emaciation. Ugh.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
I thought you were supposed to be ripped limb from limb, damn it. Maybe that's not the one. I was kind of thinking it was, since he seemed like an older person. Alright. Ow. Didn't think you were actually swinging there. There we go. This'll probably kill. No, never mind. You have way more health than I gave you credit for. But, hey, we're close. That'll help. This attack really does just, like, a ton of will damage and, like, actual health damage. Which is very, very nice. Bye-bye. When you're panicking, just spamming Shiva's dodge is super, super nice. Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Alright. So now that we've taken care of that, I have to speak with merchants in Martha's Rest to try and grab the thing that Gav wants. And, we've only been going for 15 minutes and I'm turning a lot of these quests in soon, which is nice and unexpected.
One of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some guide hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Okay, so... It is still gonna make me speak with the rest of them? I guess just to confirm, I suppose. Or maybe they'll give me even more information about where exactly they were.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. I've got greens of all...
Here you are.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Oh, God.
Maybe another time.
No, I don't need your
I'm
porn.
looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Do you really need to kill the I mean, I guess if you're trying to maximize profit, yeah, you would want to kill the chocobo for its feather. Doesn't it seem like it would... I guess it would be better to raise them, though. If you're actually trying to maximize profit, rather than just murder them and sell all the feathers. Then you can have a steady supply over a long period of time. Possibly endless, but whatever. Whatever. Body etching of a Vicerine. My god. Reminds me of shunga, specifically in Japan, where like old ukiyo-e paintings and like drawings and woodblock prints and things like that was just porn. It was just porn and you could get them. Shunga. They have it as an item you can get in Like a Dragon Ishin.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Alright.
A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
I mean, it's just right down there, yeah. If I went to Eastpool, it's actually technically a little bit closer, but it's not a far ride either way.
Ready, go?
Alright, let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
It is interesting that, that chocobos can specifically be seen as, like, aggressive in this, because, I don't know, chocobos, despite the fact that you can fight them in a lot of the Final Fantasy games, they never came off as something that was inherently aggressive to me. But, I guess so, huh? I mean, it is still a wild animal. You know? I suppose, although it seems like they have been at least, you know... Well, they've still been domesticated.
Left by bandits for a change.
Like, they are obviously domesticated. But, the wild chocobos specifically being aggressive. I don't know. I mean, they certainly have the build for it. They just always seem so fluffy and cute to me, I could never see them being aggressive.
And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
But being cute and fluffy and everything does not technically mean that something's not going to be aggressive. Sometimes the cuteness is a lie. Because yeah, I mean, you could fight them in Final Fantasy VII, but they ran if you killed everything else, if I remember, in Final Fantasy VII. Regardless, I don't think it's been a very common enemy type. But there is a feather. Oh, it had a nest in here. That's why it attacked you, it was protecting its nest.
Well, I'll be damned.
Wark. Please don't choco comment me. Yeah.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you.
Okay, that does actually look a lot like ambrosia.
This back to Gav before they change their minds.
That does actually super look like ambrosia.
Not here.
I mean, that's what I was saying. I was like, it doesn't seem like there would be a massive difference between ambrosia and them. Yeah, they look pretty damn similar, I'd say. I think we could have just grabbed a feather off ambrosia and called it a day, personally. But hey, you know, who cares? We got our we task done, job's done. That's all we need to worry about. All right, cool. And then, I guess next time, assuming I'm turning in all of these quests now, I guess we'll just take care of Lubor's quest and the rest of the bounties. That might be it.
Trouble at all.
Oh hey, Ember!
I appreciate it.
Ah, that's why we had to do Ember's quest first as a prerequisite, because Ember shows up here.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
To the people of the North, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune, the mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop, according to Gav at least.
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Gav over here just casually mentioning cocaine. No, that's not what you actually meant,
There
but...
on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Avis is a pretty spooky. That's quite a feat.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Yeah, whittling is probably a very, very good hobby to have when you're a scout. You know? A lot of lonely nights out on the trail and stuff like that. I mean, makes sense you'd want something that you can just kind of occupy your time with while sitting at a fire. So, not surprised there, not surprised at all. Alright, Edda. Let's see what's up with you. We can get a refresher on you, just in case I have time. But, I don't know if I will. Let's see here. So, yeah, the one we still have left. Ah, it's just the one, the Masterless Marauder. So I would have to see where they're at. Yeah. Alright, Edda. Bum, 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 bum. Hello. Hey, Ote as well. How are you doing?
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Gav seemed a little nervous there. A little nervous. I guess Goots is from the north as well, because Goots and Gav have a lot of the same, you know, mannerisms and accent and stuff.
Don't you think you've had enough?
But they're kind of the only people that I have seen that really talk like that. I guess Karen maybe too. Hard to keep track. I mean, it makes sense Gav is from the north.
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
God, I love seeing my dorks happy. I love seeing my little dorks happy. I love Gav so much. I really can't overstate it.
I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Another sweet one. Another sweet one. They are killing it with these in-game quests. It's everything I wanted. I would want for an in-game quest. Potent potable made from honey collected in the Northern Territory, short summers and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons, said to warm the belly on the North's winter cold nights. I said I was thirsty. Yeah. Bye, Gav. Love you.
One of these days. One of these days, I swear it's gonna be me who drinks you under the table.
If by under the table you mean retching on my boots half the night, I reckon one of those days was yesterday.
Ha ha, you think you're so funny. But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chambers. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
And even after the quest, we get treated with that. Ah, we love it. We love it. All right, let's go see Herman and Mid. I'm sure we'll get more more out of Mid as well here, and possibly see Mid interact with the kids some more as well. Alrighty. Mid, I got your stuff. Here you go. It was not that hard to come by, actually.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Will do, will do. Alright, speak with the children in the atrium.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Do you have the cog?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Oh god. The hideaway's gonna fall apart.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
That's not what you want to hear. You don't want to hear the three kids saying they've been disassembling and reassembling everything they find. Oh no. Don't disassemble and reassemble this, please.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Kupka did have some big
Wasn't
ones.
supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
There we go. We finished Best Girls Quest.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Yay, finished Mid's quest. Yay! Cool. Hiding behind the secrets to making an airship used for war behind a riddle. Mid's dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature. Yep. I really like Mid. I think she's adorable. I may have a little bit of a crush, and she really reminds me of, like... You know what? Maybe I just have a thing for braids, because... Aerith in Final Fantasy VII is also my favorite character, so... You know... Maybe... And Aerith has a very similar personality as well, I would say. Very much similar personality, so... You know... Maybe that's just my thing. No glasses, though. Glasses are usually my thing. Glasses are normally what gets me, but neither of them have glasses. Hey, Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did.
You went through some shit, Herman.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you, Cid. I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Oof. Okay, we had 2 wholesome quests. We had to end on a very sad and depressing one, but at least there's a bit of happiness to be had there, and that you're gonna let their memory continue on by writing a book about it, Herman, so that's cool. Also seems like you're struggling with a little bit of survivor's guilt, which certainly makes sense given the circumstance there, so... Alright, well, I think we're gonna go ahead and end things off here, and next time we're gonna be taking down the Masterless Marauder and doing whatever it is Lubor needs us to do, so... Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you then.